Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raising Cane's in Laurel, right beside Walmart. This episode of Kicking It with the Coach is being brought to you by Middleton's Tree Service, and our players of the week are being sponsored by Old River Road Deer Processing in Pedal. So thanks goes out to both of those guys. With Kinsley Keys, Trey John Fielder is our offensive player of the week, and Chavis Smith is our defensive player of the week. The Chargers went up to Indiana on a road trip across the Mason-Dixon line to take on Oakland City College. The Chargers fell in both of those games to a bigger NAIA school, but we had some good performances. Fielder scored 33 points in a game, and Chavis had a great defensive game at that. So we're going to talk with these guys and Coach Phillips and Kinsley Keys. Kinsley, it's good to be back in Laurel. You guys had a long road trip, didn't you?
We had a long road trip. We drove every bit of 8 hours. It was a pretty much a full day shift, but it was worth every minute of it. And when we got up there, it was it was really nice. Even though it was freezing, it was really nice. But then that Saturday was just really even more special when you got snow all over the place. In Mississippi, we're not used to all that snow, but I mean it was just a beautiful thing. I enjoyed every bit of it, hanging with Coach and the players. I mean, I just love the family atmosphere that they have. Just the relationship that they have. You really have to love it. But I had a really good weekend. I hate you couldn't join us, John.
Yeah, you know how it's the married life. That's it's the way it goes. But I tell you what, if you like cold weather, then you're going to love Sunday. Around here, the high is going to be 39. So it's going to be rough. So you better get out your long johns. Coach, you guys, played a tough NAIA opponent in Oakland City College. They pretty much had you on the hike all the way around, but you guys played tough and was able to battle back and, play some good competition and get you ready for the other remaining games in the schedule.
Oh, yes, sir. We had an opportunity to go up and play Oakland City. I thought our kids played very hard. We had a couple of our bigger kids, were out. But I thought we competed real well. We had a lot of good compliments after the game, and also got invited to their national tournament that they host at Oakland City University in March. So, very excited about that and have the opportunity to play for a national title.
All right, we're going to talk to Trey John over here. Trey John, talk about your performance up in Indiana and really, scoring 33 points. You was I've heard that you was hitting them threes just like an ATM, so tell me about that.
Getting my shot back to where it needs to be, it's getting a lot better. I'm glad that my shoulder has gotten better, so my shot's starting to fall like I needed to. I just hit some big shots in the end of the game when we needed them, which I should have done that throughout the whole game, but I had to get my shot going. So I hit a couple jumpers to get my threes to fall. And once I got that momentum, then the shots start falling more better.
All right. Now, you might be asking, Kinsley, what an ATM is. Do you know what an ATM is?
Yeah, I go to it every day. I got to have money too, man.
An automatic tray machine.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, so, Trey John, tell me, what does it take to get your, feel, how do you know when you got that open shot, and what does it feel like, when you make that shot behind the arc?
Oh, man, it feels great. Just moving around with the offense is the way I get open on shots. A lot of screens, run off screens. Chase does a great job of being a point guard and finding me. If I'm hot, they know to keep looking, and they don't worry about if my shots are bad. They just want me to put up shots because I am a shooter. So I try to put as many shots as I can.
All right, Kinsley, do you have any questions for Trey John?
For Trey John, I mean, just your performance Friday and Saturday. I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, I got some video from the event, and I was just noticing just like your level of play was just amazing. I mean, anytime you got the ball, you pretty much put in every shot. I mean, I thought we were gonna have to get out some fire extinguishers, all those threes that you were popping. I mean, talk about, how do you know when it's just like your shot? Most times, teams just pass the ball all over the place. I mean, how do you know just like when it's your shot, when you just need to, pass the ball to your teammate?
Really, I just start feeling it. In the first half, I put up a few shots to know how my shot's feeling. Come around for the second half, I know my shot is starting to feel a lot better, so I go ahead and take the shots I need to take. They're open. Some are contested, but if hand down, man down, so I go ahead and take that shot.
That's good stuff. And I mean, it was just some of those shots where I was like, I was mentioning to him, you just pass the ball because you're not really that open and you may have other teammates open. But I mean, it was just one of those shots. You had a man just all in his face. And I mean, Oakland City has some really big guys. And I mean, one of the guys was just all in the face. And I mean, Trey John's already pretty tall guy. I mean, he just jumped up. He just pops threes in the guys' faces. So, I mean, that's just an amazing talent to have. And I mean, Coach, just talk about how lucky you are to have like a player of Trey John's caliber. Just a guy he's a team player. He's a mature guy. But, I mean, he just also has a talent to just pop threes all over the place.
Yeah, he's he's a special player. They really shoot the basketball. Probably one of the best shooters that I've, been associated with and coaching over about 15 years. And also, Chavis Smith here is defensive specialist as well. And, he was getting steals left and right as well. But we count on Trey John to knock down shots and score some points for us. I think last night he had 17 points last night in a win over Blue Mountain JV, their freshman-sophomore team. We won 95-90. So we made the trip to Indiana and turned around and played up in Blue Mountain last night. So, the legs, I thought got a little tired there at the end. We got it through, and we got a couple of our big kids back, and now I think we're ready to go.
That's good stuff. And Chavis, I know you're chowing down over there. I can't blame you. I'm fixing to dive into this good old Raising Cane's chicken myself. But I mean, you, Coach, talk about. I mean, you have the great talent of getting steals. And a lot of times in basketball, when you're trying to get steals, and I mean, it's a big risk because you can either get called for the foul. But it seemed like even from Friday and Saturday, that's a gift that you just naturally have. Like, where does that come from? Like, what is your mindset when you're going for the steal? Are you worried about getting fouled, or you just take that calculated risk and you just play your game and go for it?
I just take that risk. I love defense, so.
Okay, and I noticed on the video when I was watching, it was one of the plays I thought was really tactical. You just reached in and just took the ball. I mean, the guy was just bouncing the ball, and I mean, he was just looking around to find an open teammate, and Chavis just took the ball and just drove down the lane and scored. I mean, that type of talent is just really unique. Cause like I said, most players even in the NBA, they're really scared to just take the ball because just the way players get fouled in sports these days is just ridiculous. But I mean, just a player of Chavis's caliber, I mean, he just goes for it. So you have to appreciate a player that can take that type of risk.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, Kenzie, this good old Raising Cane's chicken, the tea, the fries, the bread, even the sauce is just, I tell you, there's something about it. I'll tell you can't find it nowhere.
Oh, yeah, it's like none other, man. It is. It's none other like it.
So, Coach, tell us about the next home game and what time and when's it going to be?
Well, we do have a junior varsity game against William Carey. That is at 6 o'clock Friday night at home. Then we go to Oakwood University, playing the Martin Luther King Classic on Sunday and Monday. We'll be on the road at Huntsville, Alabama for that trip. And then we come back, and I would have checked the schedule. But I know that's the next few games coming up on our schedule.
All right, well, y'all come on out and be checking our Facebook page for updates on the next home game, and we'll be glad to have you join us. Come by and check us out in person or check us out on the broadcast. Thanks for listening. And again, what you got to say, Kenza?
I just want to remind all of our listeners to tune in to our page. I'm going to have a video short-lived. Just to kind of highlight the weekend that we had last weekend, it was a really great time, really beautiful scenery, and just things to highlight our week, just to show what a good time we have. So just stay tuned. The videos coming soon.
All right, so y'all heard that. So be be waiting for that, and we're going to get that out to you. Again, thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to Old River Road Deer Processing in Petal for being our Player of the Week. Thanks to Middleton's Tree Service for being our Kicking It with the Coach sponsor. Thanks to Trey John Fielder for being here today. Thanks to Chavis Smith. Thanks to Kinsley Keys. Thanks to Brad Phillips. I'm John Blackledge saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back tomorrow morning for another edition of the Big John Show. And who knows? You never can tell where we might end up. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye now.